In this world, cannibalism is not a rare thing, but a way the most dangerous ones eliminate each other. All advantages almost disappear. There are no longer boundaries between hunter and prey. Just one mistake is enough to pay the price. So how terrifying will those moments be when recorded in the wild? Let's explore. King cobra versus rat snake. On the wall, a giant king cobra is patiently ambushing the rat snake. The predator launches an accurate bite. With a habit specializing in hunting and eating its own kind, it is a true terror. Even though the victim constricts desperately to defend itself, the superior size of the hunter completely overwhelms, dragging both sliding down the rock floor. The king cobra's venom belongs to the neurotoxin group. Nerve toxins. It does not attack the wound to cause bruising pain like a viper, but it attacks straight into the power lines of the body. It cuts off communication between the brain and the muscles. When facing a king cobra, all the rat snake's constricting skills become meaningless. And it is time to digest this protein-filled meal. A king cobra rears its body high, flaring its characteristic hood in a posture of high vigilance. Not far away, a rat snake is calmly slithering through the dry leaf layer, completely unaware of the hunter's eyes turning towards it. And with a dish that is too familiar, the king cobra only needs an accurate bite. The king cobra does not just dry swallow. When the prey begins to enter the esophagus, its salivary glands secrete a large amount of thick mucus. This mucus acts as an extremely strong biological lubricant, covering the prey's entire scale layer, helping the prey slide deep into the stomach without causing tears in the snake's esophagus. Clinging to the mossy wall, the rat snake is moving through the rubble. Unfortunately, this is the territory of the longest venomous snake species in the world. The king cobra launches a powerful bite, pinning the victim tight to the ground. The twisting force creates massive pressure on the bite, helping the fangs bury deep and break muscle tissues. This action paves the way for the neurotoxic venom to quickly penetrate the circulatory system. The victim struggles desperately, trying to coil itself to escape the jaws of death. But the king cobra patiently maintains the pace, using absolute strength to overwhelm the weakening resistance. When the victim is completely motionless, the hunter slowly adjusts its posture. Thanks to a flexible jawbone structure that can expand to the maximum, the king cobra swallows the prey's head entirely, very smoothly. Mussurana versus rattlesnake. Facing the Mussurana, a reptile species with natural venom resistance, the rattlesnake becomes more wary than ever. Ignoring the opponent's venom, the Mussurana launches a lightning-fast bite straight into the nape. Without using venom, the Mussurana relies entirely on muscles, constricting with massive pressure to stop the prey's breathing rhythm. Neutralized and suffocating, the rattlesnake has to submit. The characteristic tail vibrates its final hopeless beats in nature. The battle between the Mussurana and the rattlesnake is inherently a match with a predetermined outcome. Despite being subdued, the rattlesnake still buries its fangs. This is a venomous snake species with extremely high destructive power, ranking top 1 in South America. But the Mussurana possesses natural antibodies. That deadly bite is now just like a scratch. However, the hunter makes a mistake by swallowing backward from the tail, a huge taboo for snake-eating species. It cannot swallow further, nor easily release it due to the opponent's pair of fangs buried deep into its flesh tissue. Even so, this situation does not necessarily lead to a mutual death for both. Mangrove Snake versus King Cobra. The mangrove snake carries venom transmitted through a set of small fangs growing deep inside the roof of the mouth. But unfortunately, this venom has no effect on snake hunters. Unlike the prey, the king cobra possesses a pair of venomous fangs located right at the front of the jaw, accompanied by the ability to pump venom 20 times more than ordinary snake species. Facing a king cobra is exactly facing a death sentence. When the hunting instinct is deeply ingrained, the king cobra's attacks are not accompanied by caution. The strength and speed of the hunter are completely overwhelming. The king cobra clamps tight, continuously chewing and compressing to bury its fangs deeper, ensuring it pumps the full venom into the victim's nervous system. Waiting for the opponent to be completely paralyzed, it expands its jaw joints, slowly swallowing the prey whole. Under the leaf carpet, a king cobra individual is consuming its own kind. The cluster of ticks clinging to the top of its head is a testament to parasitic behavior in reptiles. In the natural world, Even a king like the king cobra cannot avoid these tiny enemies. They usually concentrate in the head area, eyes, or under the neck scale layers because these are the places with the thinnest skin and many blood vessels. When the king cobra stretches its neck skin to swallow large prey, the gaps between the scale layers are exposed. This is a golden opportunity for the ticks to plunge their feeding tubes deep inside. The one spreading death to all species is being tormented by tiny creatures every single minute and second. King cobra versus rat snake. Deep in the darkness, the characteristic snake hunting instinct of the cobra species is once again exposed. The small snake reflexes by constricting into a complex knot, hoping to resist the terrifying pressure from the enemy's jaws. With backward-growing fangs, the prey once bitten will not have the ability to escape if the hunter does not proactively release. A large body mass, along with hundreds of flexible vertebrae, help the king cobra easily suppress, stripping away all chances of escape. With a cautious instinct, the winner slowly pulls the victim's motionless body deep into the crevice before beginning digestion. A ruthless but effective tactic, honed through millions of years of evolution. King cobra versus python. In a confined space, a tense clash is silently taking place between two formidable predators. Its deadly amount of venom is just waiting for a gap to attack. However, the situation quickly reverses. Facing the extraordinary muscular strength of the giant python species, the cobra's venom has not yet been able to take effect. The python creates a pressure of up to 25 pounds per square inch. For other species, this force would cause ruptured internal organs and immediate cardiac arrest. But with the king cobra, an extremely flexible rib structure helps it endure compression better, turning this into an endurance race instead of a lightning-fast death. Every time the king cobra exhales, the python tightens another notch. The python's goal is to make the king cobra's blood pressure skyrocket, causing a stroke or cardiac arrest. What you have just witnessed shows that in the world of venomous snakes, cannibalism is not an exception, but a harsh part of nature. Where even the most dangerous one can become a target. Just a small mistake is enough for everything to end in an irreversible way. If you find this video fascinating, hit like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring many other dramatic wild moments. Thank you for watching until the end. See you again in the next video.